Hi, my name is Carla from my ABC Spanish lessons, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the vowels in Spanish. In Spanish, it's very important to have the right pronunciation of the vowels. They're quite easy. There are only 5. They are the same that we have in English, but with the difference that they are very phonetic. They are always pronounced the same way. It will make a big difference if you can distinguish between the pronunciation you sometimes have in English to the actual pronunciation in Spanish. For instance, we share words that are exactly the same, but we pronounce them differently. So me as a Spanish speaker, sometimes I just answer when I'm speaking in English, I just say no. But you actually in English say no, and it does make a difference. You can people can understand you, but if you want to make that big difference, if in the long run you want to sound a bit more natural and more like a native speaker, then learning how to pronounce correctly the vowels is definitely very important. As I was saying, we share the same 5 vowels in Spanish and in English. These are A, E, I, O, U, right? No. In Spanish, they are A, E, I, O, U. So as you've noticed, the pronunciation it's quite short. It's very similar to what you have, the pronunciation you have for the short vowels when you're learning phonics at school. So it is very similar. I think the only one that is slightly different is the last one that I just said, U. But other than that, it's very easy. So let's repeat it again. A, E, I, O, U. So I want you to do some exercise. I want you to pronounce what you hear from me. Ah. And I want you to pay attention. What muscles are you actually using when you are pronouncing it? It is very important. I found that when we speak in different languages, we use different muscles. And we have to train those muscles or retrain them, or actually just teaching them from scratch, because basically we don't use them in our language. If Spanish was the first language we learned, then that means that I've never used the muscles that I need to speak in English, and we have to just learn. So let's try. Ah. What do you feel? Here. I feel it here. And let me show you, like somewhere here. Ah. Now look at the shape of my mouth. Ah. Ah. It tickles just because I'm showing you. But yeah, so let's say some examples in Spanish when we pronounce that ah. It is very similar to the ah that we have in English when we say apple. Apple, yeah. So it's that short vowel. In Spanish, we have Ana or araña, amanecer, Amalia, yeah. It is also the same sound wherever you find A. So that means that, for example, if you have Amalia, it has 3 A's. So Amalia, ah. It does have this very short pronunciation when you pronounce the first A, but then you have a softer one. It's the same sound, but it's a little, slightly softer. Amalia, Amalia. And actually, I think I will even say that the first one is not really Amalia. It's just because I'm showing you, but I will, if I'm talking with a friend, I say, ah, yeah, sí, y Amalia viene. You know, voy a ver a Amalia. You see, it's not really like softer, but just for the purposes of this video, it's just ah. Another tip, if you want to just listen for some tips, you can go to this video, but I will mention it here too. When we are practicing phonetic or phonics in Spanish or pronunciation in Spanish, I always tell my students that they can act in front of the mirror and then try to exaggerate as much as possible. It doesn't really matter if it sounds unnatural to you right now, but it's for the purposes of training, you know, all the parts of our body that are involved in pronouncing each letter. So if you want to practice, you know, like Amalia, I can give you also a list. Maybe on the comments, I'll give you a list of words in Spanish that you can use to practice at home. Yeah. Now let's go with the letter A. It is, as I was saying, the same pronunciation that you have in English for the short E, like elefante or elephant. What we have in Spanish with this is that this vowel, it's always pronounced the same way. It's not that I have other pronunciation for the same grapheme. It is always E. Elefante, Eneldo, Ernesto. We'll go to the vowel E. E. You see? Maybe that's why people say that Spanish is such a happy language, because even when we are pronouncing our vowels, you already change the expression of our face. When I say E, I don't really say E. I could, but usually it is better pronounced when I say E. It's not necessary, but it's easy, and it helps you to learn, right, how to pronounce it. E. I also noticed that the position of my tongue is E. I barely touch the back of my lower teeth, and then I also, with the sides of my tongue, I touch my upper teeth. It's as if I am creating a little tunnel. E, E, and then I blow it. E. I don't really blow, but just, you know, release the air. E, E. Yeah, it is very similar to the pronunciation we have in English when we have the double E. B or tree. Yeah, it's very, very similar. I like to compare it with that one. Now let's go with O. O. So you can try creating the shape of the O of a circle with your mouth. O. But it's not really necessary. It's just for you to, you know, notice. O, O. But it is a little bit like that. O, 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 O. And then the back of my tongue kind of touches the back of my mouth too, the back of the roof of my mouth. O, O. Try to pronounce octopus, octopus. O, Oscar, Olivia, oso. Yeah, that is that pronunciation. And last one will be U. This vowel and also O are the ones that I notice that English speakers tend to pronounce more as they are used to in English, but it makes a big difference when you actually pronounce them in Spanish. So O and then U, U. And the sound, well, the shape of my mouth is slightly similar than the shape that I use for O, but smaller. U, 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 U. And my tongue makes a less effort, it's more loose. U. But I do use the tip of my tongue in the back of, like touching the back of my lower teeth. Ooh, ooh. Now, I like to compare it with the sound in English when you have double O, but the long one. For example, Google or lose, yeah, ooh. So let's recap a little bit. We were saying there are 5 vowels and we have A, E, I, O, U. And there are vowels that are open, like A, and they are opened. And there are vowels that are closed, like E or U. You notice how the shape of my mouth changes drastically. A to E, and U, U. And the vowel phonemes that are medium are the other 2, E and O. Entonces, so these are the 5 vowel phonemes, and I hope you like them. I hope it helps you to better understand the pronunciation of them in Spanish, and that you can actually use some of the practice we've done at home. And if you would like to learn from another topic, just let me know. If you want to book some lessons with me or some of my colleagues, drop me an email, or just can go to my Instagram account where you can actually book a lesson. Either way, I hope you like it. Give me some like, because it does help and I can keep making videos for you. And have a lovely day, and I look forward to hearing from you.